I'm so upset right now. I got into the gym and I opened up my Truist account and it was drafted $60. So now I don't have my gym membership for this month. I think they draft it at the 1st. So I won't have a gym membership but for the next few days because my account is set up for auto pay for 2 of my bills and it drafted it early. The other company took a $80 payment early and they didn't tell me that they would be drafting it a week before it's owed, but I guess that's the way that it's set up. If you set up for auto pay, they can just take it whenever. So they took $80. Well, 40 of that was supposed to be for me to live on, and the other 40 was supposed to be for my gym membership. Everything's just fucked. It's always going to be fucked. And I'm wondering why they took more than what I requested on auto pay. I switched my account to a $65 plan. So why did they take almost double? And they did take double. 65 and 65. That'd be 130, right? I don't know anymore. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll have to have a talk with the gym, because if I don't talk to them, they'll draft the count even further. And then I'll really be in a world of trouble. So this is going to put me back in a situation where I don't even have a bank account. It is what it is. It's better to have your soul than no soul, honey. It is what it is. I can't control anything but me. You're going to have to get over, so why don't you go so we can get over in my lane? I'm sure there's a lot of girls that would love to have their $3,000 in bills paid every fucking month. I just cannot allow evil to creep into my life and manipulate me, because that's what it is. It's manipulation through money. And then you're tied to that person, having to put up with their bullshit, and your life is toxic. You're sick all the time. You don't feel good. You can't eat. You never get sleep. Yeah, your bills are paid, but you're worse off than when you started, because psychologically you're being re-victimized over and over and over every day, through the lies, through the manipulation, through the two-facedness, through the disloyalty, the dishonesty. You're being re-victimized, re-traumatized in that scenario, whether it's a friendship or a relationship or some kind of partnership or a business situationship. It's just not okay. As I said the other day, people don't want to help you. They want to use you. That's just the reality of human nature and the evil in the world. I wonder how many days are in this month. Is it 31 or 30? I forget. It flip-flops like every month. How many days are there in April? Are they going to open that store back up? Because I need a job.
According to Wikipedia, its length is 30 days.
30. Wonderful. I wonder if they're about to open that gas station back up eventually. It's the one where all the meth heads were holed up in the car wash. The city had to come over here and arrest people and get all the squatters out of the damn car wash. The meth heads had built a fortress, okay? Where the cars used to pull in, they put up wood and metal boarding and turned it into a damn house. No lie. My head hurts so bad, still. I'm trying to charge my computer and see if it'll work, but it's draining my damn battery. My headlight's still broken, my windshield's still cracked. Motherfuckers be like, I want to help you. And it's like, really? Do you? Because right now, I mean, technically at night, I'm driving illegally on the road with one headlight missing. So, you know, if you want to help, how about we get my car legal so that I don't have any school interruptions for the next 3 months? Come May 1st, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. This is at the worst fucking possible time to be dealing with some bullshit that I shouldn't be dealing with. Plain and simple, I shouldn't be dealing with it. You can't trust nothing nobody says. They all lie. They really do. Most of them. And they'll lie to just gain access to you. Just to have ties to you so they can get their little paws on you. How many days are there in May? So it's 31, 30, 31, 31. Okay. I knew it flip-flopped. So April is 30, May is 31, June will be 30, and then July is 31. Gotcha. And then August, it goes back to 31 in August. Gotcha. Makes sense now. Well, what about leap year? Don't that change it? Oh, that fighter jet that fell off the damn boat, nobody died, but somebody did get injured, and 2 other crew members had to literally like dive out the way, because what was happening was they was pulling this fighter jet out of a hangar, and they had it hooked up to some mechanism like a winch that was pulling it out. Well, I guess the fucker kept rolling and rolled off the damn ship, y'all. They couldn't stop it. Nobody died in that incident, though. It was just a crew member was injured, and 2 other was almost damn taken with the fighter jet. And they got to get that shit out the water. They can't leave it in the water. The Chinese will get it, they said. I said, what? That's what they said. I swear to God, on the ABC News. They were talking about how they'll have to go down there and get the damn ship off the bottom of the ocean floor because the Chinese will get it. I said, ain't the Chinese got their own ships and planes and fighter jets? What's going on? I don't understand that part. I don't understand that part. You think they'll go and get it to reverse engineer and see what we got on their ships? Planes? I don't know. They Bob Lazar in it. Bob Lazaring it off the ocean floor. I don't know. That's funny though. Y'all, this beach is disgusting. Yeah, I didn't know them Black Hawks could hover like that. That's really wild, the way that they do that. I wonder what else they can do. That's a big oopsie. Big oopsie. Y'all, people be so funny. I like toying with people. Hold on 1 second, I gotta stop and then I'll tell you, because I gotta pull out my phone. The gym is 24 hours tonight. I forgot. I thought they were closing. I I don't know what's going on. I got in there. I looked at my account. I was pissed. I was like, let me go. My head hurts. I'll go back and shower in a little while. I'm going to sit out in the sun and catch some rays. I think the heat has taken a toll on me. It's 85, and I walk through the parking lot to go use the bathroom in the gym, and I like to suffocate it. No lie. I just feel so bad all the time. I feel bad all the time. I just push through it. It's like, how much can I fake it today? I have to fake it every fucking day. Well, one thing's for sure. We'll find out one day what's wrong with me. We'll find out one day for sure. I've been saying it for 20 years though. No lie. Did I fix that? Am I getting service? Hello, y'all. Yeah, so I get in there and I open up Truist. And like, here's the thing, like, I need that Truist account for my gym membership. If the account goes into negative, then I don't have a gym membership. You know what I mean? And they just took my gym money from my phone money, but my phone bill ain't even due till the 12th. I set up the Verizon phone on automatic draft thinking that they would draft it around the 12th. It's not even the 1st, and they took the money, and it was double the cost that I even set it up for. It was supposed to be a $65 plan. I had $80 in there. That's all gone. Plus, it sent it into the negative. How can they do that? Like, if the phone bill is not due to the 12th and it was taken on the 28th of the month prior, I can't be the only one that goes through things like this. It's not due for approximately another 2 weeks. And they took the money. So, first of all, how is that even legal? Second of all, I feel like I'm entitled to some money now. Third of all, what the hell? So they send my account into overdraft, and essentially I'm going to lose my gym membership and my bank account because Verizon Wireless charged my account almost 2 weeks prior to the phone bill being due. I got it. 10-4. Same shit, different day, right? You'd think after damn 20-something years of going through the same fucking shit that I'd be used to it, but it just, you know. I love how everybody can just toy with my fucking finances. And I legally can't do shit about it, and it puts me in a horrible fucking bind. Like, horrible. But, you know, Verizon Wireless doesn't give a fuck. They don't care. Go over there, complain to them. They'll give the money back to the car, but that doesn't save the overdraft. My bank doesn't see it that way. My bank account will still be fucked up because the money was originally taken to start with. And it's shit, my gym membership gets drafted tomorrow. And now the money's gone. And what if that sends my account even into farther overdraft? Because that is a automatic charge as well. It's set up for automatic payment. They draft it out of my account. All because Verizon charged my account weeks prior to the bill being due. I got it. Am I even surprised? No. No, I'm not actually. This is typical shit. And then you call them and you're like, hey, what the hell's going on? They're like, oh, we don't know. Well, we don't know. They don't know nothing. They don't know how to do their job. They don't know which way's up, down. I need to see if this is charging. Yeah, but it's killing my battery.
This is a medical emergency. Please hang up and call 911. Para español en marque 9. For existing patients, press 2. New patients, press 3. If you are a doctor or healthcare professional...
Shit, I meant to press... Fuck, I don't know.
I am sorry. That's not a valid extension. Please try again. Thank you for calling Millennium to... To schedule or reschedule a routine appointment, press 1. For prescription refills, please contact your pharmacy directly. For general questions and test results, please visit our patient portal at millenniumphysician.com. If you need to see your provider today, have a medical question or concern for your doctor, press 2. If you have already requested a specialist referral and need to inquire on the status, press 6. For billing, press 7. For all other inquiries, press 8.
I don't remember. Yes, Travis. I actually had a doctor's appointment on Friday, and I need to cancel that. Yes. That's it. Thank you so much. You too. Bye-bye. Lord have mercy. I'm in such a foul mood. Where is the cap? I don't know what I'm gonna do. My options are none now. So, did y'all see them strippers that were busted? I fucking told y'all. Nobody listens. Nobody listens. Nobody listens. Yeah. One of the job requirements to be a stripper nowadays is you got to be morbidly obese. I haven't seen a stripper my size in a nightclub since 2022. When the shift from theatrical performing into prostitution happened, it brought in a different class of women, shall we say. Ones that like to lay on their back that don't know how to dance. So, the Latin Kings were running a club in Tampa, and the girls were prostituting out of it. And it got back to the DEA and the ATF and everybody else. And they did a raid. They arrested 13 men, a bunch of strippers. They found methamphetamine, cocaine, heroin, marijuana, everything that you can think of, from Xanax to crystal meth. And the pictures of these women, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. It's all coming to light. What did I say? The one club, remember a few weeks ago, there was a body camera footage released from an officer incident outside of a strip club where a man, the officers were trying to strong arm him into paying a stripper money. First of all, that is a civil matter. Second of all, it clearly shows that law enforcement is on the payroll. And then here we are with this club being busted. And Shamu and her sisters are sitting there cuffed with their arms behind their back. I posted the pictures. Look, how many shades of color was even in that bitch's hair? Let me count. Track showing. A whole fucking track showing. Bitch, you've got to be kidding me. She literally just clip that blue track up in there. Y'all go look at the pictures. I posted them on my page. She literally just Did you copy and paste a track up in the back of your head? You sure did. You sure did. You classy thing, you. That's a whole track. It's one of them snap-in clips. You know, it's got the little snap. It's like a comb, and you snap it in. She sure did. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colors up in this hoe's hair. When did we go from classy to trashy? It was like it happened overnight. 2020, March 17th of 2020, I show up to work. The clubs are shut down for a year. We open back up, money's flowing in, things are good. And then inflation hit, gas prices hit, the housing crisis started, people started being laid off. And that's when it switched. They put in hot tubs and private VIP rooms. And let me tell you something. You can get HPV from just contact. I touch this and then you touch this. Boom, you got one of the strands of HPV. That's how easy it is to get an STD nowadays. HPV can live on a surface for quite a while as well. It's disgusting. And listen, I ain't trying to talk about people's weight, but going back to Victoria's Secret models, Sports Illustrated models, there's a reason that these women make good money. And there's a reason that strip clubs used to hire pretty girls. And there's a reason that they hire Shamu and her sisters now. Look, big back. Look at the rolls on that heifer. And she's up in there passing STDs around to customers. Allegedly, in my opinion. These girls do not practice safe sex. There's no way to practice safe sex when you are servicing multiple men a day in VIP. So I see marijuana. You can see these pictures on my page. I see Xanax, crystal meth, methamphetamine, or crystal, same thing. Heroin, fentanyl. It's crazy. They seized all of that, and then they arrested 13 gang members and a bunch of prostitutes. The name of the club was Secrets in Tampa. It looks like a shithole anyways, but most of them do because they're never updated and they all look like trash. But these places are so dangerous nowadays. People don't understand why I don't go strip. This is why I don't go strip. Because the last 2 or 3 clubs that I got involved in, the FBI called me. I don't know about you, but I don't really like to hear from the FBI, especially when it's not pertaining to something it's not pertaining to me. Like, why are you calling me? No, I didn't see any underage girls. I would have been calling you, sir. How sad. Not the level of prostitution that are in these clubs, it would blow your mind. These girls are so nasty in there. They carry condoms in their little money bags. Like, at least 20 years ago, they actually made real money when they would do that, and they would meet customers on the outside of the business so that it did not directly affect the inside of the business potentially. And what it does is the more these girls sleep with people, the less money they make. They're so dumb they can't even conceptualize a simple business plan of fantasy. It's disgusting, and it's very hard nowadays to find a clean club. It's so hard to find a clean club. They don't exist. There might be 1 or 2 randomly, sporadically scattered in the like North Carolina, South Carolina area, but it's like 1 or 2, honey. It's crazy. They built $1 million club in Raleigh called Cheetahs just this past year, or 2 years ago. And I worked there. Luxury $1 million club. And they put hot tubs in. And I'll just leave it at that. So that's why I quit. Went to West Virginia, tried a club up there. It was being ran by pagan motorcycle gang. It just so happens that the pagans are solely responsible for manufacturing all of the methamphetamine that flows through West Virginia. Why would I want to be somewhere where my life is in danger around a bunch of meth heads? It didn't used to be like that. Despite what the general public thought that stripping was 20 years ago, I can assure you that it was nothing like that. Sure, you had people that did drugs. Sure, you had people that would prostitute. But it was not on this level, and the club was safer. You could trust people in there. It was a whole different environment. COVID messed up the game. And so last year, after I went to a few clubs, we went to Charleston, we went to a bunch of places last year looking into strip clubs. And they were all the same. And I told you guys, I said, well, next year, the fun will start because these clubs will start getting busted for prostitution. There's a clip of that somewhere. Mr. Editor, can you go find it, please, and stitch it to this one? In that news article. For real, it's so nasty. Your life is in danger in those places. So there was another one in Tampa too called Grotesque? West? What in the hell? It was a gentleman's club. Risque? Listen. Former employees of the Risk Gentlemen's Club in Tampa testified against the owner. The testimony claimed the owner, Lonis, had been trafficking drugs, laundering money, and more. The TPD says undercover officers completed multiple drug and prostitution deals at the club during their investigation. My stomach and my heart burns so bad. Prostitution deals, drug deals, behind business walls. So it looks like he's getting sentenced. And this person that owned this club, it looks like he's about to be sentenced for the crimes that he did against the strippers. A drug trafficking operation ran by the Latin Kings gang was taken apart following a 5-month-long investigation by the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. The investigation looked into their drug trafficking and organized criminal activity through the Hillsborough and other surrounding counties. This is the new one in Tampa that was busted like a few days ago. Operation No Good Secrets was a targeted initiative to tear apart the gang's stronghold and to protect the gang's actions. On Wednesday, April 16th, deputies served 4 search warrants at the locations in Brandon, Tampa, Pasco County, and the Secrets Gentleman Club, an adult entertainment business in Town and Country. 13 people were arrested during this operation, including 7 documented Latin King gangs members, 4 Latin King gang associates, 2 individuals are tied to their criminal network. Ian Dunn, 30, is a known Latin Kings gang associate and a 10-time convicted felon. He was the primary source of drugs in the club. He was arrested and charged with RICO, trafficking in cocaine 200 to 400 grams, and conspiracy to traffic cocaine. Julian Finland, 39, is also a known Latin Kings gang associate and was the key supplier along Dunn. He has been charged with trafficking in cocaine, amphetamines, fentanyl, and multiple RICO-related offenses. Jovi, somebody else, 43, is a documented Latin Kings member and a 5-time convicted felon. Where'd it go? He was arrested and charged with felony possession of a firearm. Oh, and he's a felon too. He's automatically gonna do he gonna do like half a bid for that. 7 years at least. He's going away. Possession of cocaine, trafficking with intent to deliver, 28 to 200 grams. trafficking cocaine 200 to 400 grams, unlawful use of a two-way communication device, counterfeiting a driver's license, providing false information on a pawnbroker form, fraudulent creation, use, or possession of fictitious personal identification. Damn it. I give up. Yo, it's so hot. It's really hot. They're brothels now. Yeah. 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 The Latin Kings organization is responsible for brutal violence, senseless deaths, and widespread destruction, tearing apart families, flooding communities with addiction, and leaving behind a legacy of fear, trauma, and chaos. They don't just deal in drugs and weapons. They deal in devastation. Our communities deserve to feel safe, and I want gang members to know we're coming for you. Investigators recovered 1.4 kilograms of methamphetamine, 1.1 kilograms of cocaine, 262 grams of fentanyl, both in pill and powder form, 682 Xanax pills, Jesus Christ, 8.2 ounces of psychedelic mushrooms, and it looked like maybe a pound or two of marijuana. Sorry, I got people walking around the car. They also confiscated 5 firearms, including a sawed-off shotgun and 1 weapon with a destroyed serial number, as well as over $14,000 in cash and a Latin Kings manifesto and a 2021 BMW X4 Competition Series SUV. The fuck? So we ain't gonna charge the strippers with prostitution? Well, hell, they probably strung out on drugs and don't even know they sleeping with people. Damn drugstore right in the damn dressing room. Lord, have mercy. What is going on in Tampa, y'all? All these stripper stories out of Tampa. Listen to this. Arson suspect in Pink Pony Showgirls fired, denied bond. This happened this month, March 17th, last month. March 17th of 25, the man accused of setting fire to the Pink Pony Showgirls Adult Entertainment Club appeared in court on Monday. Arvin Solomon Poor, 29, was charged with arson and denied bond by the Hillsborough County judge. Arvin said, "You are not going to be dancing at the Pink Pony Club." He's going to make sure of it. He said he wanted to go to the Pink Pony Club and commit felonious arsony. I wonder if he was singing it the whole way there with his gas can and lighter. Pink Pony Club. I'm going to set fire to the Pink Pony Club. First of all, I swear to God, his name is Solomon Poor. Solamapoor. Is that not close enough? So he's accused of setting the Pink Pony Showgirls on fire and firing multiple gunshots inside the building. Whoa, Arvin, you're taking it too far. Whoa, you're taking it too far. I was just in Tampa. I'm glad. Maybe that's why my phones didn't work. That was God saying, girl, you don't need to be here. These people are a whole different level of Florida than you're used to. First of all, poor Arvin. He's clearly not doing okay. He looks like he has a manifesto. Does he not? He looks like he has a manifesto. Listen. I don't know what stripper robbed him, but clearly he's not okay. Has anybody checked on the poor guy? Listen, he set fire to the strip club. I'm not too mad about that. I mean, nobody died, but did you die? You ain't worked all day, bitch. You've been in the back sucking. You need to run. 20 years ago, you would have been out of breath from actually doing stage work and dancing and theatrical performing. You've been setting all day. I think they need to learn how to run. Maybe that fire will put some pep in their step and they'll be on stage dancing like they're supposed to be. The man accused of setting fire to an adult entertainment club in Tampa faced a judge Monday morning. Alvin Solomon Poor is charged with arson in connection with a fire at the Pink Pony Showgirls. Early Wednesday morning, Tampa Fire Rescue and the Tampa Police Department responded to calls about a fire and gunshots. He was arrested at the scene. He don't know how to run either. Damn. Investigators say Pink Pony Showgirls shares a building with a 24-hour adult store. Police say an employee at the adult store called 911 when they saw a man going into the club and heard gunshots. There was a person that was setting fire to the building. Then during the course of that phone call, they also indicated that that person was also shooting gunshots. The cops saw him pouring fuel inside of the building. Hold on. He saw Solomon pouring fuel in the fire inside of the building with brush. Oh God. Yeah, I'd say he started. So it looks like he started it on the lawn. It wasn't even that bad. 81 what? Still runs the strip clubs here. Oh God. Hell no. No, I don't get down like that. I worked for mostly honest people when I danced. Like, as good as you can find them, with it still being a club, you know? Investigators say that they found a melted bottle of what appeared to be lighter fluid near the building and another bottle in the car at the scene, his car. He had more than 40 rounds of ammunition on him and a sticky note in his pocket. In his pocket, there was at least one sticky note that had the Pink Pony name on it. Why though? His attorney also referenced possible mental health issues. Do you think? He was charged with felonies for shooting into the building, starting the fire. What a weirdo. Yeah, I don't think I've ever worked in a club where gang members ran it, y'all. Seriously. Not that I know of. Now, if Tootsie's down in Florida, or Showgirls, or Booty Trap, or any of those little clubs that I stepped into once or twice, if they're run by gangs, then I didn't know. I gotta read y'all this because it's just I wasn't gonna. Okay. Tampa. Police arrest 16 women on prostitution charges during a 2-day operation targeting the adult entertainment business ahead of the Republican National Convention. So officers visited 14 different Tampa strip clubs Thursday and Friday, looking for signs of human trafficking, underage activity, and prostitution. 8 of the clubs were in compliance. 1 arrest was made at both the Pink Pony and Emperor's. There were at least 3 arrests each at Scarlett's and the Playpen, and 4 arrests at each Alibi Lounge, and Skin Tampa. Among those arrested was a 61-year-old Leslie Ann Heron, who listed her occupation as entertainer at the Alibi Lounge on Northdale Marbury Highway. 61? And you know what? I bet she danced better than any of them strippers up in there. I bet she did. I bet she did. Oh my God, that is so... Whose great grandma is on stage right now? What is going on? All were charged with offering to commit prostitution, a misdemeanor, and one was charged with possession of marijuana. Despite information indicating that prostitutes come to the area to work during the convention, police have not noticed an influx. Everyone arrested in the operation had local addresses. Holy crap, they got them listed with their ages. That shit's crazy. Not 61 Meemaw up on stage, damn. Baby powdering up the stage with that old thing. Like, no, Grandma, no. Damn, the damn Scores in Tampa had a lawsuit filed against them for damn forcing a young girl to prostitute. Apparently, she was a disabled, emotionally disabled teenager, developmentally disabled, and she was sex trafficked from the Scores in Tampa. The victim, who was only named Jane Doe, was a particularly vulnerable minor when she was sex trafficked at Scores in Tampa. Doe is described in the suit as a developmentally disabled and severely emotional disabled teenager who has the mental capacity of a 13-year-old and required extensive medical and mental health care throughout her youth. Scores used the hire the girl so quickly fit with... Hold on. Scores is a national chain with more than 10 city locations like New York, Chicago, Las Vegas. They have them in Raleigh. There's one in Raleigh. The 50-page lawsuit accuses the club of hiring the teen and immediately having her on stage 30 minutes after she walked in the door, and she was presented with a fake ID. The suit states that she was brought in on September 20th of 2017 by 31-year-old Robert Torres. Torres is accused of getting the minor to run away from home, manipulating her to take part in commercial sex performances so that he could view, and seeking to have sexual relationships with her. He was arrested on human trafficking charges. He later pled guilty to child neglect. This shit's wild. What the? It's literally the worst case scenario for a runaway teenager. Oh, God. Oh, did y'all see the fucking kids in the club? Have y'all not seen that viral video of the little boys in the club? How did I forget about that? All right, let me set the scene. 2 teenage boys roll up in the titty bar asking if they can get lap dances, and they fucking let them in. They are throwing money on strippers, and they are both underage as fuck, drinking and doing God knows what else. The video went viral. You can find it here on YouTube. I'm sure if you Google teenage boys in a strip club, it's going to be the first thing that comes up, because it went, I think it was last week I read about it, and then I saw the video and I was like, what in the hell? First of all, they were 14-year-olds. These kids were 14. Where are their parents? This was at night. Only Action News Jax has a video showing who we have been told is a 14-year-old boy inside the local strip club throwing cash at a stripper while she dances in front of him. And you can find this apparently on Action News Jax. It's video that's hard to believe, and it's raising serious questions about how a child was allowed inside of a strip club and exposed to barely clothed dancers. One source close to the family alleged it was the boy's father, his own daddy, brought him and his 19-year-old brother into the strip club. This was a father-son freaking adventure. Tell me you don't deserve children without telling me you don't deserve children. Action News has blurred video of the scene, but behind all of that blurring, the video shows who we believe is a 14-year-old boy throwing money at a stripper in Jacksonville. He's only 14 years old, and he was in there with grown women with drinks. How did he get in that place? I don't know. This is ridiculous. So somebody filmed it inside of the club, and it went viral. And whoever filmed it was pissed about the entire situation. They felt so uncomfortable with these two kids in there. And their daddy, allegedly. This allegedly happened at Passion's Gentleman Club this past week. Shithole. Been there, done that. Shithole. Not surprising. And then Sheriff TK Waters was asked about it. He said he didn't know, he hadn't seen the video and couldn't comment on it. Sir, I think you need to go watch it and come back and give a comment. This is the same sheriff that allegedly called in the FBI when his officers killed an inmate in the Jacksonville jail, Charles Thagard. He died, and 9 correctional officers and a sergeant was laid off. Lord have mercy. Crazy. So this girl was arrested not too long ago for giving out favors in the strip club. And I just, like, this is why I don't strip anymore. You see the quality of women that I'm showing you? I'm just saying, no. Anyways, this is in Columbus, Ohio. A woman faces charges of engaging in prostitution after the Crawford County Sheriff's Office executed a search warrant on Fantasyland West in Bracris on April 9th. According to a release, deputies obtained a search warrant after an investigation into the business revealed dancers were offering customers sexual acts in the VIP room. Barbara H. Grant, who was 31, was arrested. When was that? April 10th of this year. No, go back. I don't want buy a subscription. Which strip club? Oh my God, girl. You are so faded, your eyes ain't even open. So this girl was arrested for fighting in a strip club in Hialeah. I mean, she's prettier. But her eyes are so faded, they're not even open. Like, what was she on? Who's she fighting? 21-year-old woman? What nightclub is that, though? That was the woman she was fighting. They was brawling. Oh my God, I can't. The Playpen. It's a strip club. They call itself a Latin entertainment nightclub. Oh wow. The Mexican lady busted the other lady in the head with a glass bottle inside of the strip club. They was brawling in there. The woman who was assaulted said that she couldn't recall the details that led to the fight after she was hit upside the head. She said, I can't remember why we even started fighting. She must have hit her pretty hard. After the brawl, the woman was transported to the Florida Mercy Hospital, where she received 5 stitches to the head. She also suffered a concussion, a corneal abrasion, and a bite. That bitch was feral. What the hell? How do you beat somebody over the head and bite them at the same time? Listen, that girl was faded, so I don't know what she was on. She said, I kill you. No, not the teeth marks on the ear. She's Cuban. She's Cuban citizen currently living in Darrell and was arrested at her apartment on Monday for aggravated battery with a weapon causing great bodily harm. Oh, somebody go get her out of jail. I bet that woman was picking on her and being mean to her. Ask me how I know. Her bond's only $5,000. Her name's Taurus Tosca. Taurus Tosca. That is funny. They are fighting, trying to kill each other in a strip club. You're supposed to be making money, and here y'all are fighting like rabid animals, like feral bitches, biting each other. Damn, she had to get a tetanus shot and everything. She said, let me get stitches here and let me get a tetanus shot here. February 6, 2025. Man arrested after underage girls picked up in the Gentleman's Club parking lot. West Palm Beach, Florida. A trip to West Palm Beach. Is this not crazy that all of these prostitution stories are out of Florida? This is another reason that Brooke I'm not stripping in Florida. Because it really started, I ain't trying to be funny. I'm just trying to tell you the facts. It really started when, at the fall of Fidel Castro, back in the 60s, 70s, we got a huge, and it might have been the 80s, I don't know, I wasn't alive yet. All I know is Fidel Castro fell, and we got a huge population of immigrants from Cuba here. Well, they immigrated to Key West, Key Largo, Hialeah, and Miami. You see huge, I mean, it's mostly, I mean, you see, I would say it's a huge part of their populace is Cuban, South American, Hispanic. You see that South Florida. Well, in the 80s and 90s, and then in the early 2000s, after we had the house collapse, and we've had several recessions since before the 08 recession. these little economic recessions that we went through over the years, a lot of the immigrants creeped into the strip clubs, and prostitution started being implemented down south in places such as Hialeah and Miami. And so for over a decade, they've been operating, making money through prostitution in South Florida for decades now. So I went to strip in South Florida back in like 2012 or 13 or maybe 14. And I went to a bunch of places, right? Everywhere in South Florida is prostitution ridden. Everywhere. From the high-end clubs to the shitty clubs. That's just how they operate. When I worked at Tootsie's, they keep over 600 girls on staff, and I was one of like just a few white girls that they even hired. I worked there for like a day, and I did not like it. The vibe was off, homie. I worked at Booty Trap in Hialeah. I saw things that I can't even talk about. I've told y'all that was the club where I witnessed the girl on her knees giving. And then I looked over and there was another girl giving. And I said, oh God, I got to get back to my locker and get out of here. I worked there one night and I never went back. Then I tried Showgirls, Hialeah as well, South Florida. Same situation. Worked there. Went back a few times actually. But it's been like that since before COVID. If you wanted to get laid, you came to South Florida, you could walk into any strip club and you could get laid. You're going to get an STD playing games. Don't be messing with that stuff. So then the '08 financial crisis, you could see it creeping up, but it wasn't in parts of North Carolina, South Carolina. They still wouldn't let you do shit like that. A lot of North Carolina and South Carolina clubs didn't even have private rooms. Everything was out in the club where you could see what people were doing, how the dancers were doing when they were in a VIP section. There would be curtains, sheer curtains hung up. The '08 financial crisis hit us hard. The strip club took a huge hit back then. I was dancing back then. Took a huge hit. And then COVID, that really ended the industry. The good parts of the industry, the theatrical performing, the girls that were nice, the girls that were honest, that wouldn't rob you, all of that ended during COVID, and everything that was down here in Florida has crept up the border. I went to go work at Cheetah's Secrets in Charleston, okay, South Carolina. This was last year. I was the only white employee there besides one other girl. It was all Cuban, South American, and Hispanic girls working in the club, and it was known that they will do whatever for just a few dollars. I'm talking like 20s, 40s, 50s. It's now creeped into North Carolina with hot tubs, VIP rooms. And it's spread through the country. And they were doing it in California too, because I've been out there to dance. And I walked in and I'm like, oh no, we don't do this in North Carolina. Y'all don't even know how to dance. That was 10, 15 years ago. And that is a telltale sign. If you go into a strip club and none of them bitches know how to dance, you are not in a strip club. You are in a brothel. And they will drug you and rob you. And then when you call the cops gonna show up and say you owe more money because they're on the fucking payroll. Whew, honey. Not this gal. You ain't killing me with no damn fire and spare bullets, okay? And that's another thing. Shootings. Women being kidnapped and killed. Girls going home with customers from the strip club and then going missing. It happens every damn day. Not to mention the amount of shootings in these places. People get in arguments. They've been intoxicated. They're doing drugs. I've known several people that have been shot on the premises of the strip clubs that I worked at. It's not a good scenario. It's very dangerous. Those things got much worse after COVID. These businesses did not make money during COVID for a year, and they were desperate to open their doors. In an attempt to make money, they got lax on their rules, and they started allowing girls to prostitute in the clubs. It's dangerous. It's disgusting. And I was a theatrical performer. One day, I'm going to get me a pole on the back of my truck, and y'all going to see me out there fucking doing it again. Fitness style. I don't twerk. I have class. I know how to move my hips. I ain't got to just shake my ass. You know what I mean? I can, but I just prefer not to. So, these places are nasty. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Don't get me in a violation. So, it looks like West Palm Beach, a trip to a West Palm Beach gentleman's club landed a 41-year-old man behind bars after he and a friend allegedly took two underage girls to a hotel nearby. The teenage victim told West Palm Beach Police Department that she and another girl were in the parking lot of Club Aura when two men pulled up in a white Tesla. Why would you go with them? And that's not a... You can't trust nobody. What a creep. So he just saw these two girls walking in a strip club or a nightclub parking lot, and they picked them up, and these poor girls were assaulted and the guys were arrested. But like, where are their parents? Why are they walking through a nightclub parking lot at damn 11 o'clock at night? My parents wouldn't let me go nowhere. I couldn't even go past the first speed bump in the neighborhood. How do these kids just be out here roaming the street like stray cats? Oh my God. 4 arrested after a 15-year-old girl danced at an Orange County strip club. The owner of an Orange County club in Florida, the 3 managers have been arrested under suspicion of human trafficking after an investigation revealed that a then 15-year-old girl was allowed to dance at the club for years. Well, when did she start? What do you mean years? I mean, no fucking way. William Shearer, the owner of Flashdance Orlando, the general manager Jonathan Johnson, assistant manager and house mom Kimberly Sinclair, and manager Paul DeValley have been charged with 1 count of human trafficking for commercial sexual activity of a child under 18. A life felony. It looks like the managers hired the underage girl in 2019 without proof of her name, age, or license and allowed her to work. The girl was reportedly 15 at the time and was still dancing in 2021 despite being 17 and still underage. They knew she was underage. She reportedly worked at a different club 6 months earlier. The 3-year investigation found dozens of instances where the teen was allowed to work at the club illegally. That is crazy. These bastards have no moral compass. Crazy. Oh, Florida's been the lead on pervertedness. That's what I said when they just keep their shit behind closed doors. They ain't no better than the left when it comes to the perverts. There's just as many perverts on the left as there is on the right. Being a pervert has no political. It has a pervert is a pervert. It don't matter. You know what I mean? Like, it has no political. I don't know. It's just. They've been down here doing this shit for years, much longer than up north. I worked in the clubs up there and down here. They just a little better at hiding it, like I said this morning. No way. Strippers arrested for selling drugs out of the club. Where was this? Booby trap. That was the club that I worked in where them girls were giving blowies and having sex. I was baffled. I was like, what is going on in here? I'm standing between. All right, this guy paid for a lap dance. We go back to the room to do the lap dance, and it's like these booths. So there's a girl and another girl in these booths, and it's got these dividers, but it don't really block much. You know, you can still see everybody dancing. So I'm giving this guy a lap dance, and I look over, and there's a girl on her knees, and I am in disbelief. I ain't never seen a mess like this in a club, and I'd been dancing for like 10 years at this point. I look over to see if this other girl over here sees what's going on, and she's having sex with a guy. I left out of there so freaking quick. I said, I didn't sign up for this shit. I'll take my ass back up north. All right, so it looks like they took them by surprise in Operation Neon Lights. Dozens of police officers exploded into the Booby Trap and La Bear Strip Club complex in Miami at the end of last month, arresting 9 dancers and other employees who they allegedly caught selling drugs to undercover law enforcement for over a year. According to the reports, the bus interrupted bachelor parties. Who wants to have their fucking... Honey, if you are having your bachelor party in a strip club... Hold on. Bachelorette or bachelor? Bachelorette. If you are having your bachelorette party in a strip club, honey, you are just set up for failure. I give it less than a year, you'll be filing for divorce. First of all, I understand if a guy wants to go to the strip club and see some dancers actually perform for a bachelor party, that's fine. But a bachelorette party? Girl, you couldn't find nowhere better? I'm just saying, no. Me and my bachelorettes are going to sit on my front porch and drink wine and watch The Notebook, okay? Like, no. What are you doing, girl? People are weird. According to the reports, the bus interrupted bachelorette parties with plural, parties, IES, and caught customers off guard. In fact, it was reported that some of the female customers demanded that the police officers get up on stage. Stop playing with me right now. These officers are trying to do their job, and these bitches in a bachelorette party are screaming at the cops to get on stage. This is not Magic Mike. This is not the time. I hope they got arrested for interfering with an investigation. What did you do for your bachelorette party? Oh, we went to the strip club, but that's not the best part. I was arrested because they raided the club, and I kept sexually harassing officers that were trying to do their jobs. This is wild. In fact, it was reported, okay, customers were allowed to leave, but officers seized 20 grams of cocaine and guns while making the arrest. Earlier investigations into the booby trap that would involve into Operation Neon Lights began at the end of 2016. That's crazy. That would have been the era of me being down there. I would have been down there from like 2014 to 2019. So that's crazy. A judge signed off on 10 arrest warrants and a search warrant based on surveillance and undercover purchases of cocaine, marijuana, and other drugs. Who has a bachelorette party at a strip club, honey? Oh, that's what he wanted. That is crazy. So yeah. It was disgusting, that Deetra. Is that how I say that? Deetra. I like that. It was disgusting. The seats were sticky. I mean, it was the nastiest. Let me tell you what. So they have 3 poles on the stage. When you walk in the booby trap, there's like the stage is on the left, right? And they have 3 poles, and they sent 3 girls up there fully nude. There's no rag and there's no alcohol to wipe down that pole. So I get up there And I'm looking for the rag and I'm like, where's the alcohol? So it is rubbing alcohol that is in a spray bottle, and then you will have like a micro fiber rag or like a bar rag, you know, one of them white cloths, and you squirt the rag down and then you sanitize the pole, okay? Our bodies touch it, and if you're fully nude, other things can accidentally touch it. So I'm looking for this rubbing alcohol. I'm ready to bust it down up here, and I can't find it. So I get off stage and I run to the back, and there's a house mom back there. And like I said, I was like the only little gringo running around in there. And I go up to the house mom and I'm like, where's the alcohol and the towel? And she says, Mommy, Cuban girls are nasty. And she hands me a roll of paper towels and hand sanitizer. Swear to God on my life, that's what she said. She said, Mommy, Cuban girls are nasty. She was fucking Cuban. I said, oh, okay, duly noted. I'll bring my own rag and sanitizer next time. She was nice, but that's what she said. And you know, listen, I'm not trying to crack on anybody. You can tell a good club from a bad club by simple things like their sanitation process or their policies, the way that they run business. Their reviews is a big telltale sign. Listen, I would advise for everybody to stay the hell up out of a strip club. Unless you want HPV and gonorrhea herpelitis, shit that you can't get rid of, stay out of there. But if you must go, I would read the reviews. Those reviews on their website. When you go to Google Maps to look up a business, look at those reviews and it will tell you everything. Click on the lowest and it will tell you all of the problems in the club. I would not advise anybody to go in a strip club nowadays. These places are dangerous. Dangerous. I mean, I think they were, but not like this. This is a whole nother level of corruption and danger. When I worked in the clubs, I always felt safe. I knew that the bouncers, if anybody done something to me, that the bouncers were going to have my back. You can't even trust management, the other strippers, or the staff there anymore. Everybody is dangerous in these places. I worked at Emperor's here in Jacksonville, and I got a call from the FBI. They tried to force me into sex trafficking and fired me because I refused to fuck customers in Emperor's here in Jacksonville. And the next day, I talked to the FBI. They wanted to know if I saw any underage girls in there. And I sent him the recording of me getting fired because I refused. And I even said, so you're firing me because I won't buy drugs from the bouncers and I refuse to sell my body? And he said, that's exactly right. The legal implications behind that entire recording, I could sue the shit out of them if I had money. It's unfortunate. But apparently, Emperor's here in Jacksonville has a history of hiring high schoolers, 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds. They've been busted before. So that's why. But I'm just sitting there like, how did you know that I even worked there? Like, it was wild. I've been through some wild shit through these clubs. But it was not like it is now 10, 20 years ago. It was so much fun back in the day, y'all. So much fun. So much fun. It just went to shit. The 2008 recession, we took a huge financial hit during the 2008 recession. And then COVID. That was the nail in the coffin. And it had been going downhill for years because of poor management. Women are not... Y'all saw them pictures, right? Hold on, let me see if I can show you. I'll show you what the strippers look like in there now. Let's see if I can find... Let me just go to Google and we'll look and see if there's any pictures from the strip clubs around here. Why is this not showing up? It's like blurry. It's not showing up. This bitch got face tattoos. You are kidding me. This was the club. This was Emperor's. And a lot of these girls were strung the hell out. Every time I went in there, they were all in the dressing room doing drugs. That made me feel extremely uncomfortable. And I was like, well, I'll just ignore it. This was last year or year before last. And I was like, I'm just going to ignore it because I need this job. And out of all the clubs, they actually have the prettiest girls. Let's see if I can find one of the other one. Hold on. Let's do Pinkies. What's in Pinkies? I'm scared. They don't even have any pictures up here of any girls. That's crazy. That's another thing. You got a strip club, but you ain't even got no pictures of girls. Like, weird. None of them. That's how you know that all the girls is ugly. You click on their damn profile and I mean, that is literally somebody's whole grandma that still looks pregnant from 40 years ago. Listen. That place is a shithole too. Wild Build Saloons. That's the one. Remember that one? Unbelievable. No pictures. None of these clubs have pictures of pretty girls. And so that tells you they ain't got no pretty girls because they ain't even got pictures. They used to have advertisements that would go on the website. You're supposed to have pictures of the girls up there to entice people to come in. You ain't got pictures of nothing. That's crazy. That's how you know they all shit-faced ugly and high on drugs. I'm going through like every single one and not one of them has a picture of a girl. Hold on 1 second. I can do this. Jesus Christ. Some of these mugshots are so bad. Yeah, I wish I could find pictures. Maybe we can infiltrate them. I don't think we can do that. That's how you go missing. I just wish that y'all could see it. It's so disturbing. I think that those pictures that I posted is like the best that I can do right now, but just know that they all look like that. Like, it's so bad. It's so bad. And Big Money Pit. Yo, I wonder if my head's gonna ever stop hurting. And I'm just stuck with a perma migraine. Probably. The dancers are incredibly talented. Then why ain't you got no pictures of them up or videos of them damn being talented? I mean, I'm looking at the ones in South Carolina now. There's no pictures of girls, but there's a guy holding a gun up with gang signs on the, what website is this? This is Lust Gentlemen's Club, and this dude's got a whole picture with holding a gun up and gang signs. I wonder what that could mean. It was posted 2 months ago. Oh, he posted like 4 of them. Lust. How do you have a strip club with no advertisements? Anyways, they're all shitholes. It don't really matter. But a telltale sign that they got some ugly bitches. They ain't even got a picture of no girls. They should have advertisement pictures like that. That's an advertisement picture, and they're very pretty, but that was 2 years ago. They don't work there no more. That's the dollhouse. They have usually have good dancers, but it's hit or miss. Oh, that's the other one, King Street Cabaret. That's the one in South Carolina that damn, yeah, not good. Don't dance there. Not a picture. Ain't that crazy? That's how you know they're busted. They ain't even got pictures. Honey, crazy, crazy. Is that not crazy? I don't have any Excedrin. Oh, it's been raining. Storming? It's been storming, you don't say. Yo, I'm exhausted. And I'm so stressed. I don't know what I'm going to do. They still don't know why the power went out in Portugal and Spain. They're calling it a rare atmospheric phenomenon. What is that? They're saying that it had caused a severe imbalance in temperatures that led to the widespread shutdown. Also, we're blaming this on climate change now? Do what? What is that called? A rare atmospheric phenomena. Atmospheric phenomena. An atmospheric phenomena are observable occurrences within the Earth's atmosphere, ranging from weather events like rain to thunderstorm to optical phenomena like rainbows and halos. They can also include electrical phenomena like lightning and even transit luminous events in the upper atmosphere, like the northern lights. Electrical phenomena. These involve electrical charges and discharges within the atmosphere. Lightning is a common example, but other phenomena includes sprites, jets, and elves in the upper atmosphere. Do what? Why is everything just blamed on some bullshit phenomenon nowadays? It's like it's like they don't know what's going on, so they just come up with some bullshit. Oh, y'all. Oh. I'm hungry, but I don't know what I want. I don't know what I can get for $4, but I'll find something. Maybe like a Wendy's sandwich or something, or Taco Bell or something. I don't know. That's all the money I have, so it is what it is. At least I have a soul. And I ain't getting damn treated like shit, gaslit and lied to. Oh. if there's any toilet paper up in here. There's an owl around here somewhere. I keep hearing it go, whoo, 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 whoo. No toilet paper. Oh, yeah, there is. No, why did it do that? I didn't delete that. Fucking YouTube deleted that. What did you say? I'm so sick of this shit. The fucking glitches on this motherfucker. How did that message just delete? I didn't even get to read it. It just deleted it. Now it says that it was deleted by bullshit. I didn't even touch it. Thank you. But fuck you, YouTube, and your fucking glitches. What the fuck? I didn't even get to read it. Thank you, but what did it say? It was fake, Brooke. What was fake? The message? I'm so confused. My head hurts so bad. I guess I'm mostly stressed out about that doctor's appointment because I needed to go to it so bad. But I guess I'll fucking collapse one day and they'll take my ass to the hospital and they'll figure it out then. Rack up a damn $3,000 doctor's bill for a damn $150 doctor appointment. Now I got bigger fish to fry. How the fuck can I afford getting back and forth to school for my classwork? I've got to fucking log on, you know? And I got to be somewhere like the library. How am I going to afford to do that now? I don't know. I really don't care. It wasn't my choice. That was his choice. The moment people start lying to me, I can't deal with it. Especially when I know the truth. I'm not putting up with it. You're not going to gaslight me, you know? It's like that shit is for the birds. I ain't had to deal with that in 4 fucking years. I ain't dealing with it from nobody. A friend, a foe, nobody. A relationship, I ain't dealing with it. I'd rather be stressed out and have my sanity than have my bills paid and be fucking mentally unstable. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what was taking place. I couldn't mentally handle it. It's like, what the fuck is going on? This is the same shit I've been running from for 37 years. And it'll always be that way. Because, like I said, nobody wants to help you. They want to use you. And that's the truth. spurts. Everybody uses everybody. That's what people do. And your life will be much harder when you don't operate on that level. But at least you'll have a soul. Sometimes there's dolphins out here. Usually like nighttime though. Like right when the sun's going down, you see the dolphins. Dock's moving. Damn, what if that shit just come apart at the seam right there and floated out? That suck. I'd be like them two teenagers on the front of that damn paddleboard. Holding on. Holding on. Somebody's car alarm is going off. Imagine coming outside of work and your car's battery's dead because damn, the horn was going off all day and nobody come and told you. How can you not hear that from inside? So last year, I couldn't afford to buy food. I lost 80 pounds in 2024 from the middle of 23 till the end of 24 because I couldn't afford food. And I started working out because I was living out of a car, so you're going to be outside all the time, you know. Might as well be killing two birds with one stone if you're going to have to be out here. So thank you, Just Random. Oh, I know, Joe Mama. Some people do have class. Thank you for becoming a member, Just Random. So I went and I applied for food stamps. And I got food stamps. But it's only $300 a month and I ain't got none right now. I used them when I got them. I got food and water and everything I needed. Is that going to charge? There it goes. Yeah, and, you know, with me only making, you know, $400 a month through Google, $400 or $500 if I get lucky, that's still $2,200 under the limit that I would need to make to not even qualify for food stamps. So until I make $2,800 a month, I qualify for food stamps, but I have to renew next month, and I would have to go to North Carolina to do that. So I might not even have food stamps next month. All I can do is, keep it together. It constantly feels like I'm being punished for getting clean. That's how my recovery has felt for the past 5 years. I feel like I'm being punished for getting clean. If I would have just stayed on drugs, I wouldn't have any of these financial problems right now. But I wanted to live, so I guess this is my punishment. Now I'm living. Now I'm living. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm getting like skinnier every day. It's because I'm losing water weight because I'm dehydrated from the heat. I've literally, if you go look at videos from me last week, I've lost like 6 pounds. It's crazy. I don't understand. And actually, I went from 136 and a half to 127 now. So it's been 2 weeks. Stress. Lean, and I've been on a lean, but I wasn't planning to lose 10 fucking pounds in 10 days. Like, Jesus freaking Christ. And quick, you also lose muscle mass. It can affect your muscle mass when you're losing weight that quickly. So I need to hydrate as much as possible while I have a bathroom before the sun goes down. I'm going to try to find something to eat. Probably more boiled eggs, if I'm just being honest. As long as I stick to working out, I'll be fine. I don't work out necessarily to try to look good. I work out for my mental health. As long as I'm working out, I can handle whatever Satan's throwing at me. It was that Verizon bill that left me indigent. The one that's not due until the 12th. And I actually think it's due on the 14th. A phone payment 2-3 weeks fucking prior. I just paid it on the 14th. Remember? Because I had them problems. I don't understand. So I went online and set it up for draft. Can't do nothing about it. I'm doing what's right. What I'm supposed to do about it. that big in a strip club and you got all that access to drugs? How you that big and all them drugs? I don't get it. They had everything. I posted the pictures on my page under the post. I don't understand. Oh no. Gas went back up, $3.29. Oh Lord, what is this guy doing? One thing's for sure, I ain't leaving my car running in this parking lot. This is where that guy's car was jacked. I come out the store and he's standing there and he was like, my car was just taken. He had 2 kids with him. If I would have just pulled up 5 minutes before, I would have witnessed it going down. Crazy. So sad. Thank you again, I think that means random. Just random. Let's see here. Let me throw this away. Let's go. I got my card. Oh, I need my other phone. Oh, thank you. I don't want to say your name on here. You'll get stalked. Thank you. I will. I'll use that $20 for gas and food. Thank you so much. I'm always getting punished for doing the right thing. My whole life. Sucks. Really does. That's what it feels like. Nobody ever sees it the way I see it. They just think I missed the opportunity. It's like, no, that would be scammy. That's the way the world operates now, though. Thank you. If I'm being perfectly honest, I'm not hungry at all. I feel nauseous, but I have to eat something because my head, and I'm feeling really weak, so I gotta force something down. I already have a hard time with the eating anyways, and then the stress comes, and it's like, I know it's gonna make me sicker, but I can't help it. And that whole gym thing earlier with the damn Truist account done damn sent me over the edge, you know? Oh God, too big. Y'all know I did 87,000 views on a post the other day and only made $2 off of it. I don't understand how this works. I really don't care at this point. I've kind of accepted things for what they are. But it's just crazy. It's like, damn. Think about this. Let me put this into perspective. Let's say I did a cooking video and it got 87,000 views and I only made $2 or $3 off of it. Let's do a cooking video where I made spaghetti. The noodles are $1, probably more than that. Pasta sauce is going to run you $3 to $5, let's say $6. The hamburger meat's going to run you $6. So $12, and that's not including if you want to put an onion in it or a green pepper. A $15 meal that you want to showcase doesn't even make you back the money that you spent to make it. You make $2 on 100,000 views. It's crazy. I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. I don't understand how I got a pay raise and I'm making less now than I was in October of last year. That shit messed my entire channel up. I was on an upwards trajectory, and then I went to jail for more crimes I didn't commit, and my channel has never recovered. I've never made $1,000 check. I don't even make $500 checks. So, you know, I just feel like, I don't know what they want from me. I don't have the money to make content like they want me to make. I would have to damn have $50 a day just in fucking gas to go do that. That takes money. I gotta have Wi-Fi. I gotta be sitting in a business with my computer, you know? They have closed door policies now. Unless you're spending money, you can't be in a business to charge your computer. It takes money to make money. And it's frustrating when I've spent money to showcase things and then you don't even make your money back. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. I spent $20 on dinner and it did 40,000 views, but YouTube only paid me $1.14. It's like, and I know that you can write that off, but I can't. Not right now. I don't know. It's just weird, and I don't understand why people don't talk about how expensive it is to even start a channel. The amount of equipment that you would need. And how expensive, girl, and how expensive that is. And they're supposed to give creators loans. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Not me. I don't know. It's weird. They make all this money off of my content. You'd think that, you know, $1,000 paycheck wouldn't be too much to ask, but whatever. I can't do it. I can't do it. Water down in there, and I don't like that. I'm gonna put them in a bag. I'll eat them later. I'll try to. I just don't want them stinking up my car. I tried. I really tried. Where is my brain? Where's my brain? Upside down when you try to stick them in. Every time. I'll have to get gas again in the morning. I'm actually surprised that $35 has lasted me 2 days. I've only used it for like necessities. It's usually about $30 a day just to find a bathroom, get food, take a shower. And then if you're creating videos, you're going to have to hook on the Wi-Fi, which means you're going to be driving around town. Damn, it's dead. It's dead. On the Wi-Fi and it's telling me error. Good thing I'm not logging into the portal for school. Forbidden, error 403. What is the problem? For some reason it's not letting me hook into the damn Wi-Fi. What the fuck? Like, this is the shit I go through. How the hell am I gonna do schoolwork like this, y'all? Look at this. Look at this. Just give me a second. So you go to set it up, go down here, click on the damn icon, pull up the list, action needed, open browser and connect, error, forbidden. What am I doing wrong? Like, I know I'm not good with technology, okay? So let's try it again, because I'm getting impatient today. Wi-Fi. Let's turn it off and start from scratch. Turn it on. Available. Okay, well, show me my options, fam. Wendy's. Action needed. It wants me to sign in. Open browser and connect. Oh, I don't have the money to go to the library because you have to pay for parking. How many days in a row do I have to say that? Just for 2 or 3 hours, it's like $10, $12. Some of them had, listen, I ain't even got the gas to go to the bathroom. Thank you, Cody. We've already talked about this all week. Turn off Bluetooth. Let me disconnect and try to reconnect. Connect. Open browser and connect. No. What the fuck? I think it's fully charged, so it only takes about an hour or two to charge. Okay. And it didn't completely kill my battery, but that will take a toll on my engine and battery eventually. Shut down and lock. This buffoonery. I swear to God, the stress. Damn it, Bobby. Can you do this for me, please? Before I bust my windshield out with it and pop my eye. I can see me throwing it now. It's just going to swing back and hit me in the face. Oh, damn it. Alright. Shit. Alright. There's that. There's the other one. Let's see if she'll cut on at all. Sweet baby Jesus, please. Please, Jesus. Is she too dead? I think she's too dead. Is she plugged up properly? Well, the light's on. Is this charged? Yes. Probably not getting out of the car until I go to the gym. I'm not working out because I worked out this morning, but I do got to shower later. Where'd that cord go? I need to find some clothes. You do have to pay for parking. Lord have mercy. Ooh, what's this? Whoa, this is badass. Attorney General Youthmere announces Office of Parental Rights. His name is Uthmeier. He's here in Florida. I don't know who he is. So he's the Florida's Attorney General, James Uthmere. Listen. Today they established the Office of Parental Rights. They held a press conference this morning. The new office will protect parents' rights. Quote, we want to make sure that parents are involved in growing up, education, healthcare choices, and curriculum for their children. It's not the role of the government to raise kids. That role is reserved. That is God's given right to parents. God, my stomach is burning. So what do they plan to do? Oh, I'm having them stomach palpitations. Jesus Christ. You can feel your stomach jerking. That's crazy. Feels like a heartbeat, but it's your stomach convulsing. So what are they planning to do, though? Florida's Parental Rights group. No, it's a new office. So they want to provide justice to parents and families whose rights have been violated. He said that the OPR will assist with these types of cases: denial of access to school records, lack of consent for biometric or personal data collection, unauthorized health care, counseling, or mental health services, interference with educational choices, failure not to provide parents of suspected criminal offenses, failure to notify parents of suspected criminal offenses, coercion or encouragement to withhold information,
objectable instructional or library materials, violation of parental notification for health services, restrictions on parental participation in school governance, unauthorized data sharing or surveys. Huh. Well, at least Florida's doing something right. Oh, y'all. I need to pack my bag for the gym. Ow. Something is pinching my arse. Alright, where's the towel? Oh. Oh, well, it was folded, but it's not now. And the stress takes a fucking physical toll like no other on my body. Like no other. Good enough. This is all cleaned out. Where I did laundry yesterday. That's how. I need some clothes. Shorts. I just can't. So this shirt is for tonight. Shorts to go under my dress. Because it's hot. Please cut on. I feel so fucking nauseous. Where's some water? Ugh. I have to go get a case of water in the morning. Lord. It's always everything all at once, you know. Let's see if this will sign in. It says forbidden. So what? They cut the fucking Wi-Fi off now? Probably. Because homeless people come up and they loiter. I told y'all this was going to happen in 2025. I already saw it happening in 2023. And then 2024, they start posting closed door policies, meaning that you can't be on the property unless you're spending money. Yeah, they don't have Wi-Fi anymore. It's not even coming up on the list now. I had to cut it off and cut it back on. I'm trying to connect to Arby's. It's ridiculous. There goes the Wendy's Wi-Fi again, but I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think they have it anymore. Sign in. Yeah, it won't work. The closest place that has Wi-Fi is over 15 minutes away. These are the only two places around here that have it. This place and the laundromat, and he also changed the password or whatever. So, yeah. Going to a library every day to do my schoolwork would cost me about $150 a week just in the gas. That's not including the parking. It's, you know, it is what it is. I can't change it. I've done everything I needed to do. I got clean off of drugs. I got out of toxic situations. I left bad behaviors behind. I've changed more than any person I've ever met, and it's in the Lord's hands. I can't fix nothing. I did the right thing by blocking this person. I did the right thing by refunding their money. I did the right thing. And it's in the Lord's hands, you know. The Lord knows my heart, and I can't change a thing. Doesn't mean, though, that my body doesn't realize that, though. My body's like, what the fuck are we doing? What's the plan? Da 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 da. It's crazy how I can tell people's character before I even get to know them. I can always sense when somebody's two-faced or they play the fence. They like to sit on that fence. Or I can tell that they would get petty if they didn't get their way with me. Or that they would turn vile if I said goodbye to them permanently. You know what I mean? It's crazy how I can sense these things in people. Well, really, it's listening to what they say, how they talk about others, how they talk about their exes. You know what I mean? You can tell a lot by how a person talks about other people that they come in contact with or deal with or have dealt with in the past. explained to y'all last year how these type of people will come forward looking for women in my exact situation to help them, but you will never receive the help that you actually need, or enough money to actually do anything. Like you'll never receive enough money to go back to school or buy a house or do anything, advance your career. It's like they give you, $50 for food just to keep you on that damn reel and stuck in that situation. They'll never give you enough money or any money to go towards a plan for your future. But they'll give you money for drugs. They'll give you money for sex. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's like, oh, but I thought you wanted to help. Yeah, no. I don't believe nothing. I don't believe it. You know what I mean? It's like crazy. Go on, rubber ducky. Your engine's gonna explode. Top 5 list. Engine failure. Jeep Cherokee. But yeah, you'll never. It's like say you need $100 to go to hair school. These type of people that play this game with money, the financial abuse, they won't give you $100 to go towards your books for hair school, but they'll give you $100 for you to go get your hair done so that you look good on their arm. They don't want you to go to hair school, because if you have a degree or you have a plan or you make your own money, then you wouldn't want to be with them. That's how you can tell that someone is insecure. They have to pay you to be with them. It's just the beginning of a horrible scenario, fam. Horrible. I mean, it's like worst case scenario. You're physically trapped. You have no education. You have nothing to fall back on, and you're stuck there. And you have to rely on them for $5 for fucking lunch. Oh, and if they get petty one day, you just don't get to eat lunch because they refuse to give you the $5. It's like, but you won't let me work, you won't let me go to school. It's like they want to keep you stuck in financial despair so that they have power and control over your life, and they can give you money to manipulate you. That is financial abuse in a nutshell. I completely understand it so much better now. All these revelations, all of these crazy things I've been through in the past year and a half, at least I learned from them, At least I understand it after I go through it. I'm glad that I have you guys for that, because it's crazy and it's not normal. And, I don't know. I would feel like a piece of shit, if I was doing some shit to somebody and I was like worried about sex more than a person's safety. If you care about sex more than my safety, then you don't care about me at all. You know what I mean? Yeah. Negative. By the time I make it to a McDonald's for Wi-Fi, my computer will damn be fully charged. I'm joking. The gym was really busy too. There was barely any parking in the parking lot. I don't like it when it's busy like that. I don't want to be in there. It gives me anxiety when it's packed. That's prime time if something was going to go wrong. You know, like a mass shooting or something, they would attack when it's packed. 5 o'clock. You know what I mean? Or first thing in the morning, 7 a.m. I just don't want to be in there when it's all those people in there. And I don't know why somebody would do that, but they did it at the fucking Dollar General down the road where I used to shop. Some fucking white guy went in there and started firing on... They deemed that a racially motivated crime. He went in there with a rifle and started killing people in the store. Black people in the store, if I'm not mistaken. That was right down the road. Should be happening everywhere all the time. I just don't want to be in there when it's packed. It gives me anxiety. All them motherfuckers gonna get in my way if I need to run. And I don't know. I guess also I like a little bit of privacy. When you've been living out of a car for 2 years, you don't get a lot of that. So I like it when there's nobody up in there. And I can shower and take my sweet time and kind of prance around without having to worry about who's coming in. There's definitely more men that work out in Florida than women, by far. It's like 10 men to every 1 girl here. It's crazy. And the women, they come early, and then I've seen like 1 or 2 other girls that are like, you know, gym girlies that are like maybe my age or a little bit younger. You don't see many of them. So I usually have the locker room to myself anyways. But 5 o'clock's the worst time to go because they get busy as hell. Everybody gets off work and wants to go get in a quick jog on the treadmill or run on the elliptical or lift some weights. Where's my computer? Hulk smash. I can't see. McDonald's, yes. Please work. Oh God, this is funny. People are so stupid. What did I just say earlier? God, y'all, this is hilarious. Someone said Heather Brooke Clark has a YouTube channel. It's been making money now for close to a year. And she talks about the fact that she still receives food stamps currently to this day. I don't think it's right for her to take resources from people who need it. She receives donations and monthly payments from YouTube's every month. Breezy Briefs with Brooke. Bless your heart, honey. Bless your heart. I'll pray for you. I'll pray for you. Hilarious. I love it. I love to know that I have so much power and control over y'all. You little bullies. Not my followers. They're watching, though. The stalkers. The ones that are going to be arrested, and one of them already was. Methamphetamine. Got her ass. Got him. The bitch is in jail. Well, prison. She got sentenced on a methamphetamine charge. Sucks to be you, honey. That is hilarious. Good shit. I needed a laugh today. You have a good day too. Oh, and they will be. Some of them already are. And will be. How am I filling out on average 1,000 job applications a month and I don't have one offer? About 200 to 250 a week. Brooke, receive $1,500 a week to stay home and review claims for Geico. Paid training included. I'll apply, but you know, this is how it goes. This is how it goes. My computer's slowing down. Insurance companies laying off in the Jacksonville area. Employees at Florida Blue, the largest healthcare insurance provider in Jacksonville, spoke out Friday about the company's decision to lay off hundreds of workers. That job's already taken. That's how I've been doing it. I look at the job listing. I go and see if they've been doing layoffs. I know where my competition is. Yeah, they laid off 600 employees in January. So anybody that was laid off in January has still been looking for work because the national average is 27 months without finding work. So that job is spoken for. I don't even qualify, probably. Wells Fargo, Guidewell announced layoffs. So Guidewell laid off 3%. And that's like their parent company to Florida Blue. State Farm laid off 300 employees here in Jacksonville. Let's see when that was. Oh, that's old. Never mind. Oh, no, here we go. 90 Wells Fargo employees being laid off in Jacksonville as of March 9th of this year. Okay, Geico, suck my big toe. And you probably have to have some kind of license to do that. UPS cutting 20,000 jobs. UPS cutting 20,000 jobs. This dropped today at 4:22. How ironic. UPS on Tuesday announced it's planning to cut 20,000 jobs this year, part of its cutting cost effort that's linked to the delivery giant's decision to deliver fewer packages from Amazon. What did I tell you guys? They realized during COVID that they didn't need as many employees as they had, and they're letting people go. They're doing the same thing that Elon did in government, in business, to cut cost. So if you have a job, you better hold on to it. The shipping company, which operates in over 200 countries, currently has around 500,000 employees. The layoffs will impact slightly over 4% of its workforce. So those 20,000 employees that they're laying off, they're going to be going into the job market with the 7 million other people looking for work right now. And once again, we have more businesses going out of business than opening, more filing for Chapter 11, and more doing layoffs. Last year, they cut 12,000 positions. So altogether, just in 2 years, UPS is going to cut approximately 32,000 jobs. And the national average without a job is 27 months right now. Or was it 27 weeks? Hold on. Was it 27 months? What's the national average to go without a job? 27 weeks. Can you survive for 27 weeks paying your bills? I know I can't. Clearly. So it says the move is part of the company's plan to consolidate UPS facilities and workforce. Along with the job cuts, the company announced that it will also close 73 of its buildings by the end of June of 25, and said that it may target additional buildings for closure. You know it's bad out here when UPS is like laying off 20,000 workers. In a Tuesday regulatory filing, UPS said the cuts are in connection with our anticipation of lower volumes from our largest customer. The company, which announced $21.5 billion in revenue for its past quarter, expects to save $3.5 billion this year as a result of its consolidation plan. According to Sean M. O'Brien, the Teamsters General President, UPS is contracted. They're obligated to create 30,000 jobs under their current National Master Agreement. They are obligated to create jobs, and they got rid of jobs. What is that? 32,000. They were supposed to create 30,000 jobs, and they got rid of 32,000 jobs. Even Google laid off hundreds of employees through Google devices, Pixel, Chrome, and Fitbit. Google sends a harsh message to their employees after layoffs. This was yesterday. Google recently made significant workplace changes that resulted in bad news for employees. In February, they announced layoffs. They said that they were doing this to operate more efficiently and to remove layers in its organization. Earlier this month, it also laid off hundreds of employees in its platform and device unit. Hospital by State Health makes third round of layoffs since November. They're laying off freaking hospital workers, fam. By State Health makes its third round. It's the largest healthcare system in Western Massachusetts. Massachusetts. It's laying off people. I've been seeing a lot of hospitals that are laying off and hospitals that are just going out of business. EA Games is laying off people. Oh, God. Please, no, let me read it. Layoffs across the U.S. surged 205% in March. It won't let me fucking open it. Come on, man. Layoffs surge 205% March of 2025. Layoffs across the U.S. surged 205% in March. I fucking told... I'm not gonna start. I might just damn shut down, but I ain't gonna start, okay? In March of 2025, U.S. layoffs surged more than 205% compared to the same month in 2024. We are so fucking cooked. I'm never going to be able to find a fucking job. I'm so fucking cooked. I'm done. Stick a fork in me. 205%. You don't fucking say. These full circle moments, I should have cut that off. 205%. So what's the plan? How are we going to create more jobs? Where are we going to get... What's the plan? I don't know. I Googled to see what the plan was and he doesn't say anything. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I'm so stressed out. I just want to damn punch something. I'd punch a pine tree, but I'd feel bad because he didn't do nothing to me. Can somebody come do something to me? Can you hit me first so I can whoop your ass? Ah, 205%. I told y'all. I said it's a lot worse than what anybody could imagine. For the past 18 months, I've been talking about the job market and how it was nothing but layoffs and how all these ghost job posts on Indeed. I mean, I had Indeed, Glassdoor, Snag a Job, Angie's List, Craigslist, like anything and everywhere that I could post to look for a job or put in my resume, my work history, my education, and, you know, make a profile. I did. Staffing agencies. I've worked with probably a dozen, maybe more. They don't even call you back. You go over to the staffing agency, you fill out the paperwork, they make a case file on you, and you never hear back. I call them, and they don't even call me back. They have no work. There's no jobs. And I'm sick of the gaslighting from society, from people who have jobs that don't understand. I've been working my whole life. My whole life. I worked for my parents for free from like 4 till I left home at 14 or 15. And then I got a job when I was 16, and I've been working since. I'm used to walking in and getting hired on the spot. Technology has ruined the job market, A. But also the economy has ruined the job market. There are no jobs. People, their businesses are going under. Large corporations like Google and UPS are laying off. We have over 7 million people out here looking for a job right now, and there's no jobs. Most of the ads on Indeed are ghost ads. They're fake. They're fake. It's crazy. And I feel like I've been struggling alone in this whole situation by myself. Like, now I know that's not true because I have other friends that can't get jobs too, and they have master's degrees. Imagine that. It's crazy. And then we have businesses filing for Chapter 11, which puts everybody out of work. You piece of crap. You piece of crap. So 23andMe, F21 Opco, and Viri Medical filed for Chapter 11 in March. March 23rd, 23andMe initiated Chapter 11. And Valor, very medical. That's a damn medical office. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Lending companies filing for bankruptcy in 2025. Inscape. Invacare. Emergent Fidelity Technology. Loyal Companion. Cash Cloud. Sereno Therapeutics. Tuesday Morning Court. Ava Holden's Court. Placer Academy Schools. Independent Pet Partners. These are all businesses that are filing for Chapter 11. Jesus Christ, it goes for like 10 pages. No, I don't want to start a free trial, you scam artist. Nikola, it's Nikola Corporation, a global leader in zero emissions transportation and energy supply and infrastructure solutions. They're filing for Chapter 11, and they're a damn, did it say a, it doesn't, never mind. I thought it was telling me how much they were worth. Big Lots filed for damn Chapter 11. TGI Fridays filed for Chapter 11. It's only going to get worse. Spirit Airlines files for Chapter 11. Oh. Was there an increase of commercial filings in 2025? Shit, for Chapter 11. Yes. I told y'all. I called it last year. I need an editor to stitch shit for me. I fucking called it. Yes, there was an increase in commercial bankruptcy filings in 2025, specifically a 20% increase just in March. The total of commercial filings also saw an additional, or a 10% increase, climbing like 300 more than the previous year. The 20% rise in commercial Chapter 11 filings in March is up from last year. This is crazy. I knew it. Everywhere I go, they're going out of business. I do a job interview and I go back the next day and the business is gone. How is that even possible? I had it happen twice. Once when I had a drug test. I went to go take the drug test, contact the company to pay for the drug test, and they left me high and dry. They were no longer there. Took a drug test for nothing. And I actually did the interview like the week before, and then they sent me for the drug test, and so it had been like a week and a half, but like, and I had an appointment, so I just went in there and peed, thinking that I could get them on the phone later to resolve the payment issue. That time never came. I had a $189 visit for a damn urine analysis. Well, if you got a job, you better hold on to it, because everybody's damn going out of business and there's no jobs and more people are getting laid off, and it's going to get worse before it gets better. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Thomas. Oh, y'all, I don't know what to do. I'm waiting on the gym to not be busy. Oh. It sucks to be under so much stress and want to work. And you can't find a damn job, you know? It sucks so bad. All I wanted to be doing is working. So I'm on Carmelo Anthony's GoFundMe page, reading comments from the donation section. Listen to this. It was $100, anonymous giver, 1 day ago. I hope that my donation helps you defend yourself in court, just like you defended yourself against your school bully. These kids did not know each other. The misinformation that is online is ridiculous. These kids had never even met each other before. They were not friends. They were not bullies. They didn't even go to the same damn school. So let's get some facts right through this bullshit scam. I hope the money goes towards your defense. Well, it didn't. Why won't it let me see more? There we go. Someone said $15 yesterday. Honestly, even if Carmelo stabbed Austin for no reason at all, I'd still donate to support. Whites have gotten away with killing us for hundreds of years. I could care less about white lives. You know what's funny? More black people kill more black people than more white people killing black people. So once again, let's get our fucking facts right, you dumb imbecile. And you're racist. Oh, you should be so... I wish... The person's name is FBA. Hide behind a screen name, I see. It's kind of really sad how degenerate people can be and how disturbed society has become. They've turned this into a race thing, and it has nothing to do with race. It's about right and wrong. It's about raising your children properly and raising your children poorly. Once again, this is a parental problem. I don't even need to see the parents. I can tell through the son's actions what kind of parents he had, or the lack thereof. You know, because they were missing for a week while their son was sitting in jail for stabbing another student in the heart. So let's see. First of all, the amount of people that are talking about God is disturbing. You're going to burn in hell because you don't know the difference between right or wrong. So if you don't know the difference between right or wrong, you don't know how to implement right and wrong in your life, which means that you are more than likely living a life of sin and lying to yourself about being a Christian. I digress. People are so miserable with the cards that they have been dealt that they have looked to this as an opportunity to bash on communities of people. It's crazy. Whoa, look at this. Anonymous giver. Why don't you give us your name? $10 2 days ago. Carmelo Anthony's GoFundMe page, the comment section. It shows how much they donated, and they can give us a statement if they want to. Quote, white American males are by far the most inferior victimhood race of people I've ever seen. I wish people would get rid of these bed wenches, black male something for white, like Charleston White, who was a degenerate, and anyone who thinks that they can attack black boys. I joined a milita, and I've been training self-defense since I seen these crowds attack Mello. I'll be in Dallas ready, coward. Now, something that I haven't told you is that there was actually some imbecile that took to social media to call for a race war. That was like 3 days ago. It was a black guy that got on social media talking about killing white folk, okay? So this is, I know that I haven't been talking about this, but this has actually been amping up like every day. People are out here really acting ignorant. And this person clearly, do I need to say the R word? I think you know it. Okay, let's move on. $20 2 days ago from some person named Kimmy, Kimmi. They said, laughing my ass off. Weak white supremacist, if you're so big and bad, let us see your name. You're only brave on the internet when there's a group of you couldn't fight us straight up. First of all, I think y'all got bigger fish to fry. Y'all can't even formulate sentences properly, so maybe I can teach you to read. I barely know, but I can and write. I can do a little better than this. You're only brave on the internet when there's a group of you couldn't fight us straight up. You need a gun. That's so funny because, you know, black on black crime actually leads to more casualty, and it's usually done with guns. So that's so funny you should mention that. Why are you anonymous? My name is Kimmy Kennedy. Pull the fuck up. T, come find me. And that's Kimmi Kennedy. Pull the fuck up. Come find me. You ain't gonna do shit, keyboard killer. Thanks for the donation, inbred simpletons. I am so confused. We'll just leave that one there. Oh, wow, the UK. Y'all supporting him in the UK. Wow. Don Archer, Archer. Don Archer sent Carmelo Anthony $10 2 days ago. Keep your head up, young man. We in the UK are supporting your act of self-defense. How many times we got to go over this? This was not self-defense. And if you think that it was, then you're too stupid to be here. I'm a firm believer that black people have no obligation to accept racist bullying. First of all, this was not bullying. These kids did not know each other. For it to be bullying, they would have to have a history. I believe that the black person should be able to lay down boundaries and be able to enforce those boundaries regarding the treatment of persons in interracial spaces. Other communities do not and should not own us. Resist. We're not trying to own you. We don't want to own you. What are you talking about right now? You sound like you need to be in a mental hospital. Lord, Don, get you a therapist and maybe a beer and chill the fuck out. Nobody wants to own you. Crazy. Anonymous giver, $15 2 days ago. Those charges need to be dropped. We will not let this go. This is crazy. So, first of all, I just want to be clear that most of these people that are donating money are donating money because they believe in a lie. They believe that Carmelo was being bullied. They've proven that that was a lie. They've proven that these boys did not know each other. And regardless of everything, it is illegal to have a weapon on school grounds. End of story. So a lot of these people, oh wow, I can't say half of this. Tanisha Henry, TANISHAHENRY. She said, dead N-word. White supremacists are nothing more than a bunch of unattractive, undesirable, with ill pecker complex. Y'all are all bark, no bite, always have been, always will be. Keep spewing the rhetoric over the internet in your safe place because you won't do it nowhere else without getting them asses whooped. Trust me, where I'm from, we stay willingly waiting and ready for y'all to pull up. These people are so mentally unstable. Wow. JEIP Newton said they donated $75 2 days ago. You will beat this and we will continue to fight with you and for you. Even the idiot racists are donating. You got this again for defending yourself and standing your ground. This was not self-defense. Lord. How many times we got to go over this? Poor people. I mean, just mentally slow as a snail with a slime trail behind their tail. Bless their hearts, okay? Bless their hearts. Kimmy said, Kimmy's back. Kimmy's back. Kimmy said, don't worry about him dropping soap. He'll be at home. Austin will never need soap again. Wow. Do you hear this? Austin was the kid that got stabbed in the heart. Don't worry about him dropping soap. He'll be at home and well. Austin will never need soap again. You think you can be mean to a meaner? And thanks for the money again, dummy. Here's more money for Carmelo. Somebody said, anonymous giver. I went to a white high school growing up, and for some reason I feel like I know exactly how you felt in that moment. The condescending energy, the look around their friends for validation as they pick on you. That is not, listen, we were all fucking bullied. Grow the fuck up. We all have been and had hard fucking lives. Life is nothing but suffering. Get used to it, because you're going to go through a lot of it, honey. You're probably going to be suffering till you die. I went to an all-black high school. I got picked on all the time because this motherfucking banjo of a mouth. Ugh. It's like, people really do not hold, a lot of these motherfuckers do not have a level of awareness that you and I have. And they clearly are carrying around high school fucking traumas, thinking that it's normal for other kids nowadays to stab each other in the heart because they still haven't aired out their grievances with somebody from 40 years ago. Think about what I'm telling you. You are still holding on to trauma for your high school days, trying to live out your violent wishes against your bullies through some kid who brutally murdered another child. I mean, it's just, tell me you need therapy and mental health drugs without telling me, homie. Thank you so much. I did. I already applied. I applied. And are you talking about the YouTube creator app thingy-madoodle? Hold on one second. Damn. There, I screenshotted it. Thank you. You can't be holding around. You can't be carrying around stuff that bothers you that bad for that long. It's going to turn you into a bitter piece of sack of shit. Holding on to trauma, things that have been done to you in childhood, will manifest in your adult life and toxic. I mean, like, you're going to be sick all the time because you ain't dealt with the shit that you need to deal with. Not to mention, you can't develop if you're stuck in a state of worrying about what happened in your damn past. You can't develop a future when you're stuck in the past. It's crazy. You think we all ain't been picked on, and I mean, it's crazy. Injustice. We refuse to let this injustice win. Give me a break. These people, all of these people, anybody that donated to him needs to be on a watch list. 100%. Because they're not screwed right in the head. You know what I mean? They're not rational, sane folks that understand law and order and the purpose. And so that makes them extremely dangerous. All these people talking about God, and they just don't even understand God's word at all. Three days ago, here's this Kimmy person again. This person is back for the third time. 3 days ago. You people are scum of the earth. White people have no power. All you have is your skin color. You know you're weak. You know you're inferior to U.S. mentality physically, psychologically, and spiritually. That's what you need. WS. It's crazy. Well, that was interesting. So, apparently, Carmelo Anthony's family said that they were getting death threats. That was disproven yesterday. No one gave him or his family death threats. What happened was a car full of teenagers drove by the Anthony property with water guns, and they were squirting them out the windows. And so the Anthony family calls and lies. They call the police department and said, "Oh yeah, they're trying to threaten us." And so the judge lets them move Carmelo Anthony to an undisclosed location to protect him. I'm just saying, fam, if that was you or me, we'd still be in jail. We would have never had bond, first of all. Because we murdered somebody and we wasn't even supposed to have a weapon on school property. It's like anything that comes after is irrelevant. What matters is the law. And the law states that he is not allowed to have that weapon on school grounds. So anything that came after that is his fault. Because he brought a weapon on school grounds. Because of his actions, someone else died. It's like people don't get it. He brought a weapon to school and stabbed somebody. End of story. He's going to prison. But my prediction, I think he's going to run. I think the Carmelo Anthony family is asking for more money now. Of course. And I think he's going to run. He'll probably cut his anklet off and run. Mark my words. If he does, I said it here first. And actually, I didn't say it here first. I've been commenting on everybody's stuff saying he's going to run. Because everybody's been talking about how they're misusing this funding that he was sent for his defense, and also how he's asking for more money. They're stacking up them chips so they got some money to get him out the country, honey. Moving him to an undisclosed location. We'll see what happens. I just know the type of people they are, so I heard it from the horse's mouth herself, you know what I mean? I had to find a bathroom. Sorry. I probably should grab... I can't. Never mind. Oh, I can't. Can I? Somebody sent me $20. I think I can. I was going to say I should probably grab a yogurt so I don't die. I can't eat. But it's fine. I'd rather be hungry than depressed. Because I don't know what fucking mind game I gotta deal with today. You know what I mean?
I have a job. Thank you for supporting, Supreme. There's your little crappy shout out that all you youngins like. Publix, where you pay triple the price for everything. God. I just noticed at my gym this morning that they actually have signs on the wall that said that you can film in the locker room as long as nobody else is in there. Ain't that crazy? I said, that's cool. You know, whatever. Once you become a felon, you're never going to be able to live your life like a normal civilian. Everything changes. And you have to be very careful about who you do business with, because they can put you in a situation where you go back to prison for something you did not even do. I've been twice had this problem. Yeah. Enough said about that. Where's my freaking car? Where did I park? I thought I parked right here. What the fuck, yo? It's too hot. This is why I don't read the fucking comments. Because then I can't focus. Where the fuck is my car? I don't want to be in anybody's fucking house. I clean their businesses, but I ain't cleaning no fucking houses. I ain't gonna give somebody the fucking opportunity to have me locked up for more goddamn shit that I didn't fucking do. That's why I'm in this predicament to fucking start with. Lying ass motherfuckers. Probably wouldn't even be in this situation if I went and lied on the first time, you know? If I wouldn't have faced criminal charges the first time that I didn't do. It's kind of crazy to think about, but you know, it was intentional. It was all intentional.
And business cards start at $49.99 and go up to $75.99. I did find that out, but you know. Yeah. And it would take them 2 days to get them done, which ain't bad.